While working with WSL, we have a choice of various distributions like Debian, Ubuntu, Fedora, SUSE, etc. To make an informed choice, we first have to understand what distributions are. Let's do an overview of the Linux operating system to understand how distributions fit into the architecture of the operating system. The Linux operating system consists of two main parts: the kernel and user applications. The kernel is the software that manages the hardware of a computer and allows application programs like Chrome, Firefox, IntelliJ to run collaboratively. It has modules for process management, memory management, file system management, networking, etc. Application programs can tap into these modules to gain access to the hardware resources. The main responsibility of the kernel is to make hardware available to application programs and to ensure that all application programs receive a fair share of the hardware resources. As computer users, we are more interested in application programs. This is where software distributions or distros come into the picture. A distro adds applications or packages to the kernel and usually has a distinctive package manager to install and manage applications and packages. It is important to note that all distributions use some version of the kernel from the Linux Foundation. Distributions do not create their own kernel. Let's look at some of the well-known distributions. We have Debian, which is a community-driven distribution with a focus on stability. What this means is that there is intensive testing before every Debian release, and the latest release will probably not have the cutting-edge features. Note the distinctive package managers called APT, Advanced Package Tool, and DPKG, which is found in Debian and its siblings like Ubuntu, Mint, etc. While APT works with dependencies, DPKG does not. Another very popular distribution is RHEL. Like Debian, it is focused on stability. The major difference is that unlike Debian, it is not community-based. It is maintained by Red Hat, and Red Hat provides paid commercial support. Again, we have two package managers, RPM and YumDNF, with YumDNF having the ability to handle dependencies. Another distro that is enterprise focused is SUSE. Again, it has its own package manager called Zypper. Every distribution has to make a choice between which packages to include in a release and which ones to skip. Distributions that are focused on stability will pick and choose mature features and applications which are guaranteed not to cause production issues for enterprises. Personal users may be able to compromise on stability to get some new and shiny applications and features.